What is up, guys, and welcome to episode number 60 of the My Player Career Mode here with Manchester City. Today, guys, is a very big game. I want to show you the tables as of right now for the Champions League. As you can see, although we are level on points with Valencia and PSG, we're currently sat in third. We've beaten PSG twice, we've lost to Valencia twice, so on head-to-head record, I can understand why we're below Valencia. So this is important, guys. If we beat Salzburg here, PSG and Valencia are playing against each other. So the outcome of that one doesn't matter. We have to get a victory here against Red Bull Salzburg. I want to just touch upon something really quickly as well, guys. A lot of you have been asking me what difficulty we play on. And for the majority of the series, I always fluctuate between Legendary and Professional, based on basically how the games are going. If the games are like 0-0 board draws on Legendary, I'll bump it to Professional. But if Professional's like 5-0 or 6-0 killings, like, for example, the PSG game was in the previous one, and then I bump it up to Legendary. So for today's episode, guys, we're going to be going on Legendary difficulty. The sliders remain untouched, of course, as always, as they always have done down the line in this series. And I've had a couple of other questions as well. How am I 91 rated and Chesnut Gaming is only 83? To answer your question, I have no clue because I don't actually watch his series. But I'm going to guess that he doesn't actually use the trading system bit. That's what I'm going to guess, I think, because that's predominantly why we have such a high rating. But if I had to say, that's probably why. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So you can see, guys, we've got this game up against Salzburg here. We need a victory. Anything less, and there's potentially going to be no Champions League football knockout phase rounds for us. This is important. We need a victory here. Come on, boys. Do not let me down. I believe we've got it. And to answer anybody yesterday, I did watch the Arsenal game when they lost 3-1 to West Brom. So, yeah, if you want to leave comments, go ahead. Also, there's also a Snapchat in the description below, which I've said in a couple of videos previously. So if you want to follow me on there, then go ahead. I don't actually use Snapchat all that much, but it's in the description regardless if you guys want to follow me. A lot of you already have followed me, and so you'll be able to see what I get up to on a daily basis, which is basically nothing. In all honesty, like nothing, seriously. But yeah, let's go, guys. First game against Red Bull Salzburg. Come on, boys. Do not let me down. All right, guys, we're ready to go underway here. Red Bull Salzburg against us, of course. Important game. I've mentioned it before. Let's just go. We need the 3 points. We're through on goal possibly here. Good pass from Gundogan. I'm trying to get through, and I've got Sterling on the right-hand side. Give it across the face of goal. Oh, no. Why did I do that? I should have just shot. Oh, it wasn't even Sterling either. It was Entep, I think, coming on the right-hand side. I should have shot. And in the end, I tried to be unselfish and pass the ball. And it didn't work out because I've just made an absolute howler there. I should have tried to shoot instead. Yeah, I maybe should have been more selfish with it. I'm going to try and whip this ball into a dangerous area. The keeper maybe come out for it. Doesn't do. Yes, he does. He comes and punches. Or we could, guys, we could hope for PSG or Villarreal to beat one or the other. And we actually get a draw here. We would go through with that as well. But ultimately, that would require one of them to win. And I don't know if they're going to do that. So we can't really rely on those guys if we could just win our game anyway. That's the sort of the thing that we can rely on. But I'd still prefer to just win our game and have no worries at all. We are driving forward here. Good position to try and get a strike away. Send it through the gap. There it is. What are you doing? This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. He's in a good position. I send him through, one-on-one with the keeper. Jorginho, centre midfielder, should have much better finishing than that, and he does that. This is why I don't pass it. This is why I do not pass this ball. Because if I send my teammates through, they make an absolute howler of it. Shocking. Sterling down the left. Goes back inside. Got to run in the middle now. There it is again. Come on, finish this one, Gundogan. There it is. Gundogan, yes! Get in. Gundogan does finish the move off. Just as I was saying about me not passing because my teammates can't finish. Gundogan does the business for us. 39 minutes in. Red Bull Salzburg 0. Manchester City 1. We're going through the group as it stands. Hold on to this, boys. Defensively, let's be sound. Just win the game. Win the game and we're done. That's it. Win this game. One more look then at the way this came about. Nice through ball from me, and Gundogan gets there just ahead of the goalkeeper and fires it into the bottom corner. Very, very important goal that one could be as well to our qualification from this group. Wow, this has been a tense 35 minutes though. Alright guys, we go in half time, 1-0 up. We're doing our job right now. This is all we need to do. If we can get this victory here, I'll be very, very happy with that one. Wow, this has been quite a tense first half, I'm not going to lie. But still, we're in a good shape for this second half coming up. Second half is out now, guys, and we are just looking to hold on here. 1-0 victory, it will be slender if we can, in fact, get it. Ball down the line currently here from Sterling. I have managed to get on to the end of it as well. Continue your run. There it is. Ball through the middle. Surely going to be 2-0. Jorginho, don't mess it up. Oh, my God, he can't finish to save his life. That should have been 2-0. Game should have been killed off. We should be going through the group right now. Nervous last 35 minutes or so, or 25 minutes even, guys. We, as I say, 1-0 up. If we win the game, it doesn't matter the result at the PSG-Valencia game. But this is a really dangerous attack now that Red Bull Salzburg have been on for the last sort of 5-ish minutes. We've had chances to kill the game off, so don't, sort of say that we've been quite lucky in that sense. We should be 2-0 up or even 3-0 up in this one. So, although Red Bull Salzburg are now getting in the game, they haven't ever really been in it. So I'll be frustrated if we end up losing this or drawing it 1-1. Because that would just be an absolute mick take, really, considering the fact that we should have killed this game off already. They do go through the middle, that's a penalty. Oh my word, we are so lucky. The referee keeps his whistle by his side. He could have given a penalty there. I'm not even going to joke with you. He doesn't win the ball. That should have been a penalty. Jorginho's had a shocker today. Absolute shocker. That should have been a penalty kick. Count our blessings lucky because that was a poor refereeing decision there. I don't like the way that Salzburg are coming at us now because they have had a lot of the possession in this last sort of 10-15 minutes. They do come forward again. Ball across the face of goal. Oh my word, it's wide of the post. This game is not going the way we should be. Why Pep Guardiola hasn't set up to be a bit more defensive, all things considered, is beyond me. But still, we're still 1-0 up. And at the moment, we'll be going through. But, I tell you what, Red Bull Salzburg, this last sort of 20 minutes, have had chances. 90th minute, do not do it. Do not do it in the 90th minute. Cross comes in, clear it away. Shot comes in, on the volley, over the bar. Just get this ball as far away from this goal as you possibly can. Because otherwise, we will concede. It's not being convincing at the back today. Jorginho's had a shocker in centre midfield. But if we get through the group here, that is all I care about. Sane down the right. Give it off now, down the line here. Not quite what I was hoping for, but I've kept it in place so far. I'm just driving through the middle now, just hoping that I'll have a pass on eventually. Nope, it opens up to me to just run straight through the middle. I can't quite get through, but surely that's it. It is 90 minutes on the clock, 1-0 victory. We weren't convincing, but we did what we needed to do. We are now out of the Champions League group. We'll see where we come in terms of where that is, because if PSG won their game, I think we'll come out on top, considering the fact that we beat them twice. But you can see, not many chances in this one, but we came away ultimately with a 1-0 victory. And PSG and Valencia actually drew their game, so yeah, if we'd have not won here, we would have been going out. If we'd have drawn our game, that would have been it. Would have been out. But we won it. We're top in the group. We moved through into the knockout phases of the Champions League, which I'll show you right now, guys, who we in fact got in that Champions League next round draw. All right, guys, so we'll take a look at the groups first, see who got out of them, and then we'll check out the draw for the next round. So Porto and Spartak Moscow advancing from Group A, which Atletico Madrid finishing actually bottom there. So that's not that great for them, but it's two very, I wouldn't say weak teams, because both of them on their day can play quite well. But in terms of what we're going to face in the next round, if we can get either of those two, I'll be quite happy with that one. Group B, Real Madrid or Inter Milan. Out of those two, we will be playing the second place in the group, because we did in fact win our group, I do believe. So it will be Spartak Moscow or Inter we could have out so far. But both of those teams advancing from their group. Group C was Arsenal and Barcelona. So the potential to meet Barcelona in the next round is in fact there. I don't know who we've got yet, so I'll be as surprised as you guys are. In terms of Group D, Bayern Munich and AS Monaco coming out of that one. Juventus, unfortunately, not making it just in that time there. So Monaco is a potential to draw for against us. Group E, Leverkusen and Chelsea. I don't think we can draw Chelsea being another English club, but they did in fact get out of their group as well. Manchester United and Cologne also getting out of Group F. Sevilla, unfortunately, not out of that. In our group, of course, we won it with PSG and Valencia having beaten us twice. Unfortunately, our former club do, in fact, not make it through the group stage, which is very weird to see there. Group H, though, Roma and Lyon getting out of that one, and that is that. So, I actually came back out. I didn't mean to do that. But, as I said, guys, we will check out the next round of the draw as it came. So, let me get back to it quickly. The menus are so laggy in this year's FIFA sometimes when you're scrolling through. I have no idea why. But, there's Europa League, which haven't been drawn yet because the games are still to be played. That is the draw. Bayern Munich taking on Lyon. Real Madrid taking on Chelsea, United taking on Inter Milan, Leverkusen taking on Barcelona. We have drawn Monaco, so that's not too bad. Roma taking on Cologne, Arsenal taking on Spartak Moscow, and Porto against PSG. Very, very interesting draw, actually. All four of the English teams still in it. Chelsea, United, us, and Arsenal, so that's very good to see as well. I don't know what to feel about Monaco, because they're the type of team that can either play really well or play not very well at all. If you remember, in real life, of course, they played pretty damn well in their first game, I do believe. Who did they take in real life? Who they playing in real life? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm actually stunned. Was it Real Madrid? No, it wasn't Real Madrid. Was it Real Madrid? I can't remember. But I know for sure it's not going to be easy to defeat that game. That game's going to be tough. So, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to playing Monaco. I would have much preferred to take on Spartak Moscow, but unfortunately, the luck of the draw wasn't ours, and in the end, Arsenal did in fact draw them. So that's that, guys. We'll move on into the next game of today's episode regardless, and we'll take on, I do believe, Bournemouth in the Premier League. So, again, bumping up to Legendary for this one, and we'll see how we get on. But that was a draw, guys, for the Champions League. We did, in fact, make it through in the end, so very happy with that one. We'll just see what happens against Monaco next out. Let's go for this one, though, guys. Bournemouth at home, looking to pick up 3 points. We're at the moment joint top of the Premier League alongside Arsenal. Haven't lost a game in the league just yet. The team, not that great, if I'm being honest with you. Our defensive line and our midfield, very sceptical about that one. But the front three, always dangerous. Let's go, guys. All right, you guys all saw our team coming into this one. I will show you the Bournemouth team before we move into the actual gameplay. There it is. Fraser on the left, Wilson, Cook, Arter, Gradle and Hindman as the midfield 5. Tyrone Mings, Stephen Cook, Mark Wilson, Alan Smith, or Adam Smith, is it? I think it's Adam Smith, and Anyos between the sticks. Not the most convincing Bournemouth team, but you know what? They can surprise us, so we have to be on top form here at the Etihad. Otherwise, we could fall to defeat here. Let's go. Let's build on that 1-0 victory we got last time out, and let's hopefully have a bit of more convincing game today. Trying to do some tricks to get past his man here, and he does exceptionally well. Wins a free kick as well. So 5 minutes on the clock here. Early free kick for us, and it will be me to try and whip this one in. I'm going to try and aim it towards the number 37 here. So I'm going to try and put it in this sort of area just about here and ask him to try and get on the end of it. It will be whipped in. Let's see what happens from this one. It is actually going to Entep. Header across back post. Fernando's there. What a save that is. Absolute world class from the keeper. What a great save. Alright guys, just quickly, you can see this is post-com. You can see by the gameplay right now, basically, the Elgato keeps cutting out gameplay, and I think it's because there was a bit of an issue with it recently. It actually, like, kind of fell off the desk, and then it's been playing up a little bit. So you can see, like, the gameplay's actually cutting out and freezing. We do actually score a penalty upcoming in a minute here, but I just wanted to explain what was going on. I mean, you can see by the actual gameplay of it, it is really, really, really laggy, and it's cutting out a lot of it. I'm hoping that this won't happen for the next episode as well, because I've only just come across this right now. I didn't actually realise it was doing this, so I apologise in advance because you don't see us score the goal. It was a penalty kick. We went to the top left. The keeper ended up not moving at all. Stayed down the middle. And it was a simple task to score it. So yeah, I apologise in advance. Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about it afterwards. And I didn't realise, so I won't actually, I don't get to show you the goal later on at the back end of like the game, you know, when you can check the match highlights out. So I apologise in advance, but unfortunately right now there is nothing I can do about it. I'm hoping it is fixed for the next episode because I haven't actually recorded, or I haven't edited that one yet. So yeah, I apologise in advance. It's really frustrating for me personally, and I'm sure for you guys, because I have lost so much footage from this game, from just this happening, but I didn't want to not give it to you and then basically show you as winning 1-0. So yeah, I apologise in advance. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for it. Hopefully you still enjoyed this episode regardless, and we'll go back to the live com hopefully from this next bit, and maybe you'll catch my my last bit before the end of the video. So yeah, I apologise. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. Cross coming into the back stick. Header won as well by our teammate. Salah there to flick it on. It is going to come to me here. I'm going to try and flick it back to Salah. I did do. Salah gives it back to me here. Trying to get past a man, a couple of players. And I've beaten them both. And there is Sterling now on the left. Sterling with the ball at his feet. Gives it off to the left back in Gal Clichy. Clichy tries to feed the ball through and won't manage to get through. Oh, but a dangerous piece of play. And I can't quite win it back from Gargill. Or Cargill. That is it, guys. 90 minutes on the clock. Slender 1-0 victory here, courtesy of that penalty kick goal. And we did have a couple more chances to see the game out, but unfortunately we weren't able to do so. You can see, though, I'm sure Pep Guardiola's happy, even regardless, as just with the 3 points. So, yeah, that's pretty much, guys, going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, I appreciate a like, rate, and as always, thank you all for continued support on the channel. You guys are all incredibly immense for everything you guys do. As I mentioned as well, there's my Snapchat in the description, so if you want to follow me on there, occasionally I might end up maybe releasing some Snapchats, but yeah, it very rarely happens. You can see, guys, we did in fact pick up another 3 points. I will show you the league table before we end the episode off as well, so you can see where we currently sit within that table. I do believe Arsenal were the other team up there with us. You can see how we're progressing as well in terms of our stats, currently still halfway to 92. So, we'll check out the league table now, and I'll leave you off in today's episode. We are 2 points clear at the top. Arsenal, unfortunately, falling to a draw in their last game out. There is how we currently look. So, if you enjoyed this episode, like, rate, and as I said, and as always, guys, I will catch you all with another video very soon. Stay tuned. Adios.